Okay, guys, what's up? I'm not gonna be on here for too long. There's a couple of topics I want to talk about real quick, then I'll be on out of here. Um, bro, I'm tired of people talk. Excuse me, I'm tired of dudes caping for Kevin Samuels, man. It's getting out of hand now. You got these guys caping for this dude, hugging this dude's nuts. I mean, he look like the kind of guy that like that shit too. I mean, these dudes out here just looking the guy's nuts at. He's a grown ass man. Let him hold his own nuts. And talking about we must protect him at all costs. How? Why? Why do you guys think you have to protect him at all costs? I mean, at all costs. It makes no sense at all. Why do you guys think he's this special? He's nobody special. It's been dudes who saying the same things he's saying. And dudes, I see what it is, man. And I've been calling this out for a while. I've been calling this out for a whole year that when it's all said and done, many of these guys, especially the ones who talk trash about this Daggle, they still desire this Daggle. That's what it really is about. They still desire this Daggle. They hate what this Daggle become. They hate the behavior of the Daggle, but they still want be with the Daggle. They want the Daggle to change instead of just walking away from the Daggle altogether and just exercise your options. Me and these guys, they romanticizing this idea of blackness. Ado's, Ado's blackness. There's plenty of ebony females around the world that you can get with, including with some of these biracial ebony females. But a lot of these guys that still stuck on these Ado. It's crazy, man. And I've been telling the dudes, these guys, they inviting these females on the panels and stuff. They trying to have a negotiation. They trying to negotiate with these females. These guys don't want to get it through their thick skulls. The devil is not going to change. The wicked witch of the West is not going to change. They want a dual mating strategy. And I got to give a shout to Black Heart because he called it out. Being said that I've been knew this because a lot of these shits, if they can have their way, they'll get with one guy for the resources and the non-sexual attention, take care of the kids, be a good father to the kids, and be a good boyfriend slash husband, and they'll choose another guy for the sexual attention. The guys they pre-select. They want that they want to be Lois Lanes and demand Superman. And a lot of these Wicked Witch of the West, they're not even Lois Lane. Not all of them are like Lois Lane. A lot of them are worse than Lois Lane. A lot of them are Vicky Vale. I think she's like another reporter in DC Comics in Gotham. Lois Lane, she's more popular and she's from Metropolis. A lot of them are Vicky Vale. Think they can get Batman, Bruce Wayne. These daggles, man, they keep telling these dudes that they're not going to get in line. I gotta give a shout out to Chris O. Chris O showed a video of Reg, the bad guy, arguing, debating with these females, and they telling these dudes that they're not gonna get in line, and they're not gonna go back to like the 50s and 60s. It's not gonna go back to that. I mean, okay, but they not even talking about how they still they want the guy to feel like he's a man. They're not even saying anything like that. Yeah, it may not go back to the 50s and 60s how it was, but at least we can do is make you guys feel like you're still a man out here, and make you feel like you're being appreciated and support you and stuff like that. They're not even saying that. Hey, what's good? That Retro guy. What's happening, man? Phantom, DK Phantom. What's up? It's just a couple of topics I want to talk about real quick before I leave. I'm just talking about how dudes out here caping for Kevin Samuels and stuff. It's crazy, man. These daggles, they're not going to change. I don't know why these dudes don't get it. Why they keep trying to have discussions. And I actually think I poured this out. I pointed this out a few months ago. It's like a lot of these guys, they're glutton for pain. They're glutton for the drama. They want to go through headaches with these females because they used to this shit. It's like it's female shit though. It's feminine. I remember I got give a shout out to GW3 Screen. He came up with this term, emotional roller coaster. A lot of these shits get with certain dudes like these Pookies, Ray Thug type dudes. Because it's like Hold up. Can you guys hear me? Yo, can you guys hear me? Try to press one if you guys can hear me. You guys can hear me? Oh, thank you. Okay. Okay, I got my internet connection just broke off, but shout out to Sitma Jones right quick. I want to give a shout out to Sitma Jones. Yo, I'm glad you're here, Sitma Jones. I just want to tell you guys, give you an update on last week's live stream. Uh, I wanted to tell sysbm guys that I moved on for the videos that I was making about the propaganda, talking about like the other side of the conversation. I felt like those specific issues needed to be aware, and I feel like I talked about that enough. So it's back to the holy grail slash basis of my channel where I talk about the daggles, sysbm, all that good stuff, all that positive stuff. I'm trying to be more positive now. Right now, I'm in the midst of trying to learn animation. I'm trying to get myself together, but going back to what I was talking about, these guys just don't want to get it. The Daggle, she's the reason for the most part that this I don't even call it Blackistan. I call it Keisha in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland. I said Keisha in Wonderland. What's up, JJ Wilson? What's happening, man? But these daggles don't want to get in line. A lot of these guys in the manosphere just don't want to get it. And I thought about talking about this subject in another video, but I just say it in here. We out here talking about a code. How we gonna have a code while guys in the space are just black people who not even in the space, who in the pro-black space and all that, they capable for Kevin Samuels. They're putting all their eggs in one basket for Kevin Samuels. How you gonna have a code when y'all guys are just depending on one guy to speak up for your issues? How you gonna have a code when the females don't even want to get in line with black male authority? And yet have the nerve to talk about protection. Okay, I have no problem when dudes want to protect somebody. It just in our DNA, we naturally want to protect women. I can say one thing, man, F these females, I ain't protecting them. But if I see something happen, maybe my body gonna react a certain way off pure instance. Sometimes you can say one thing and do another. Hey, I get it. We all humans, but at the same time, man, that protection needs to be precipitated. And what's funny, what's sad to me is that you guys know I try to speak up for black men. I try to promote and uplift my fellow ebony men. And it saddens me to say this, but unfortunately, I really mean unfortunately, a lot of these dudes act just like the daggles they complain about. A lot of these dudes don't respect black male authority. I just heard somebody last week talking about he feels more comfortable with female bosses than he does with male bosses because he was used to it. Because in black society, the females was calling the shots. So a lot of these guys don't respect black male authority. So how you gonna have a code? And we stabbing each other in the back. We got these egos. We have no morality. Dudes want to take somebody's girlfriend, wife. A lot of dudes. I'm not saying that everybody's like that, but unfortunately, you gotta vet certain brothers. Hey, that what's up on the retro guy, aka on DK Phantom. I feel you on that. I can't blame you for wanting to leave. But guys out here, I saw the ever since Chris made his opinion on the whole Kevin Sam thing, I'm actually being able to see through the BS. Hey, what's up, Citizen Lou? What's up? What's happening? I'm just talking about Kevin Samuels. A lot of guys caping for Kevin Samuels and stuff. And I'm almost done with talking about Kevin Samuels. People, it's an illusion. A lot of guys, well, half of the guys that's following Kevin Samuels is just because he's giving it to these women. He's putting these women foot to the hellfire. A lot of guys are just on this revenge shit. I just want to see shit burn. Hey, it is what it is. But the other half, I think, is way more dangerous. The other half, they're using Kevin Samuels as like a avatar, a proxy to get at these women and tell them about themselves, because many of these guys don't have the guts to tell these women how they feel in front of their faces without worrying about if they ain't gonna get the peace sleeve anymore. And plus, it's like a hope mechanism. They're using Kevin Samuels as like a hope mechanism. Tongue twister. A hope mechanism. Hopefully, if Kevin Samuels get in on these women enough, the women would just finally see the error of their ways and come back to the heavy man. Yeah, that's a fantasy, man. That's a simp fantasy. That's why I look at people with the side eye if they over here talking about protect Kevin Samuels at all costs. To me, you a simp. If you on that shit, you a simp. They think a lot of these guys think if Kevin Samuels go mainstream, then he's gonna bring the mass bill with them. I'm laughing my ass off. These guys got me laughing like Frieza in the English dub and Japanese dub, laughing like Frieza, man. If this is what these guys think, Kevin Samuels is doing this for himself. He just riding a wave. He used to go in on men, now all of a sudden he going in on women. Come on, man. Once he go mainstream, if he goes mainstream, he's just gonna throw these guys, these same guys supporting, he's gonna throw them under the bus. And he's trying to sell the same women that you guys complaining about back to you. Now I see what MOT is talking about. And I gotta give a shout out to MOT, because MOT, he's calling out black male media first. I called him out first. I was on that video where black male media first was talking greasy about sysbm. He was talking greasy about Mad Bus Driver and Kirigaki Jones. I had called him out. I was on the live screen literally. It was like last week, a week and a half ago. I called this guy out in the comment section on the live screen, tell him that he's lying, he's reaching. He's trying to make everything political. I mean, this guy is a conservative, and there's nothing wrong with being a conservative, but he on this elitist type of conservative shit. And he's trying to project all that onto sysbm. I thought it was crazy. Yeah, how is cooking black women saving the community? It really not saving the community. These women don't care. It's not gonna change their mind, make them change. It's just gonna make them attack even harder. Cause how dare this Negro has the audacity to say something about us? They already want to be classified something different from the community, especially from black men. And Sigma Jones, that's one of the reasons why it's best separate from the manosphere slowly but surely. It's becoming a female first space. Facts, Sigma Jones, facts. And I've been called this out. I called this out last year. It seemed like the manosphere, the black manosphere, is becoming the new OnlyFans. Because I was noticing how these women will come through in the space. And these guys bring these women in the panels and stuff. Yeah. Shout out to you, retro guy. I'm on the same shit you on, man. I've been walked away from the manosphere. A lot of guys I unsubscribed from. Game Changer got his channel. He got his channel terminated. No one's talking about that. None of these women he had on his panel is talking about that. My boy, Game Changer, he got his channel terminated. We need to help him build back his channel up again. None of the women are talking about that. Jessica Ed or that Melanie chick, I been knew both of them wasn't about nothing. I didn't trust none of them. These guys gonna learn the hard way. They're gonna learn the hard way. Okay, I think I'm done talking about Kevin Samuels. Um, let's talk about the COVID real quick, but for about a good hot minute. But I'm sitting right here laughing, evil laugh style. I'm out here laughing like they got me all sinister like Orochimaru because they thought the opposition thought that COVID-19 was just going to stop traveling bros. A lot of these guys thought they thought that COVID was going to stop traveling bros. Come on, fam. No. All thing we had to do was just play the waiting game. Some of us are already traveling. Some of us are still playing the waiting game. I'm still playing the waiting game. I'm still trying to get myself together. It's some things that I'm trying to do. I'm still trying to draw, and I'm on the verge of taking some animation courses because I want to do animation. Oh yeah, Citizen Lou, he did build 3 female channels up. Yeah, I heard about Game Changers channel from Christopher Owens. Oh, Citizen Lou, you in Colombia right now. That's what's up. I'm gonna get my passport one day though. I'm just not in a position where I feel comfortable right now. I'm still trying to do things before I get my passport. But I'm probably gonna go to Japan. Shout out to Sigma Jones again. Either Japan or the Philippines. The Philippines opened up this month. Oh yeah. A lot of people thought that SYSBM, oh Trump you guys in trouble. You got no choice but to stay here. Nah, no. I gotta give a shout out to Yes World. That brother, he makes traveling bro channel. I mean traveling bro videos. He talks about traveling mainly in Brazil. Oh yes, Philippines is fire. I'm planning on going there, Japan, then maybe Costa Rica. There's another brother I discovered a couple days ago. He talks about his name is Doctor something. He talks about travelers and stuff, experts, especially in the Philippines. That's what's up, JJ Wilson. That's what's up. But no, that passport is definitely something I'm looking for. I'm looking forward to. Yeah, we can get a lot of information out here on the internet or from other guys that travel, whether it's negative or positive. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you have to go travel and see it for yourself because everybody may not have the same experience. And I gotta give a shout out to Sidma Jones. That's what he tried to tell me. But I hope Sidma Jones is still in here because I watched a video of these guys. They talking about that whole thing with the Asian hate thing. I know I talked about it in my the last few videos I made. I still think it's crazy how they got a bill, a protection bill, but Native Black Americans don't have a protection bill, and we've been going through it for like over 100 years. And some may argue, say, even to this day, going through a lot. And, and isn't that kind of ironic because they're considered the model minority success? They got all the success, and now they became a victim class, the new victim class. Really, that's what Sitma Jones, no, not Sitma Jones, but King Sitma. King Sitma made a video about that. Well, live screen. And I got the statistics is that black people are not we not out here attacking Asians like that. Those are mainly like isolated incidents. Like over 76% of those attacks are by white people. Oh yeah, SYSBN is the future, without a doubt. Black Claros. Oh, you checking out the Philippines? Oh, man, them shits look bad down there. I ain't gonna lie. I was on Facebook looking through shits from Philippines, bro. They look bad. But moving on, I want to talk about Invincible. Have any of you guys seen Invincible yet? Yeah, I know Bad Bus Driver. I've been watching his videos for years. Oh, to be real, I gotten negative vibes from Asian when I was in California. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they all like that, but I've been hearing from guys who was down there, who live in California, that yo, they ain't really messing with black people like that. I mean, not all of them, but it's definitely down there. In San Francisco, fat fat Latino homeless guy attacked Asian female cop, calling her slurs and saying Asians don't belong in town. I never heard of that, JJ Wilson. Oh yeah, them Indians, bro. Them Indians, some haters, bro. They do not like black people. it's mainly the older generation though, from my experience. I mean, I went to school with an Indian dude. He was cool, bro. He was a cool dude, man. You try to tell me a couple facts about his culture, and he hanged around with a lot of white boys, but he was still cool. He was cool with me. It's mainly the older generations that's like that. And there's this Indian news reporter dude talking head. He talking about the media is protecting black people. They're not talking about black hate crimes against Asians because it doesn't sell and win. But in reality, there's no such thing as this narrative of black hate crimes against Asian people. I mean, it probably happens, but that's not really. It's not really common. It's nothing compared to like what's going on with these shootings and stuff. And that's a statistic that says that that's not even true. It's mainly white people doing all that. Yeah, that's good and bad. Yeah, that's good and bad everywhere, no matter where you go. But I'm gonna go back to Invincible. Yo, Invincible is fire on Citizen Luke. That show is fire. It's got 8 episodes, but it's fire, man. It's a lot of quality into those 8 episodes. It ain't like 22 minutes each episode. Each episode is at least 35 minutes. So those 8 episodes are worth it. And what I know is that, they pairing up these black females, these black females with these white boys, not in just these commercials, TV shows, but in these animations as well. Um, Invincible, his girlfriend is black. And I noticed some kind of black misandry in there too, man. To be honest with you, yeah, I seen the comic book. I haven't seen it, but I seen pictures of the comic books on Google Images. I was just looking to see what was happening because I got interested after I finished the series. Says look, you say you peeped that too? Yeah, ain't Mark Grayson a hopper? Yeah, I was gonna say so. I was gonna mention that. Yo, when I seen his mom, this dude mom look Asian though. Invincible's mom. So they got that whole white man Asian. Whoa, bro. I peeped that shit. I noticed that when I was watching the first, I think the first episode when I seen the dude's mom. That's his mom. She kind of look Asian though. Dad, look white, Caucasian. So the whole Asian. And this is I forgot to mention. I forgot to mention this shit. Did I? I think I did mention. I don't know. I forgot. But I made a video the other day called basically like the redemption arc of the Dude Bros. Have you noticed like in the media, like the white guys, they get they get redemption, even if they like a horrible person or they did bad deeds, they get a chance at redemption. I made a couple examples like people from these CW TV shows like Arrow, etc. Anakin Starwalker. I mean Skywalker. You said he was a fuck nigga. Anakin was a fuck nigga. He portrayed the Jedi Order over some pussy. He killed a lot of kids. He slaughtered innocents during the 2 decades of the Empire, and he still got redeemed at the end of the original Star Wars series. Bro, it's crazy, man. I be peeping a lot of shit, man. Yo, by going back to Invincible, I don't know if she Asian or not, but I probably need to go do some research. What race is Mark's mom? I think she Asian. Yeah, I was talking about I was going to talk about the black dudes in Invincible, all of them. Notice the black dudes on there. First of all, a fake Batman dude, he got murked, and he the only dude with no powers, right? He ain't even had no powers. He got murked like it was nothing. Everybody else picked up. I'm not gonna spoil it for everybody, but I just code it out for everybody who watched it. The black dude, he got murked off fairly easy. Everybody at least somewhat put up a fight. Everybody on the team. The brother got he got smashed on pretty easily. And the black dude named Titan, they showing him as, a street thug. They try to humanize him by saying, yo, he got a whole family and stuff. And he's not a complete bad guy, but they still got him doing bad deeds. And they got with Black Samson. First of all, he even had his powers. I hope I did not spoil this for people. Oh yeah, they gave him his power back though. I don't know what he can do, but he's still not that powerful. Cause he even said, "Yo, we cannot fuck with Army Man." And this is after he got his powers back, so he ain't that strong. I doubt this new team is stronger than the original team. Ain't no black male powerful characters on there. And I heard season two might be the shit though. Some fucked up gonna happen to Invincible. I'm not gonna say anything about it. I saw a comic panel. What happened to him? It's fucked up. Look at your my previous comic panel. Well, we'll see what they'll do with Black Samson, another black dude they may screw up. Damn. I actually don't know what you mean by that. I don't get the reference. I want to though. No, I noticed something like no black guy on there has any intimacy. Ventremite, Ultramite. I don't know. I forgot there was a black guy in there. You say Rachel guy. You say you stay on watching reruns and Power Rangers. Oh yeah. I forgot to mention this on the last live stream, but There's this guy from Power Rangers Overdrive named Samuel Benta. He's the black guy that plays the Black Ranger on Overdrive, but he had got into an unfortunate incident in the Morphicons 2000 no the 2007 Morphicon. He got accused of stealing a banner. Like, I always gave him the benefit of the doubt because it was like a 13-second video. Like, that's not enough to tell the whole story. How does a 13-second video tell the whole entire story? And then we never got his side of the story. People try to claim that somebody who worked there tried to tell him to give him the give him the I forgot who it's called, a banner. Yeah, he gonna need that banner back. And then Sammy Bento was like, "This is he said he considered this charity for himself, but everybody took that and went with it without even questioning it, without even trying to get his side of the story. Now, years later, Samuel Bento, he finally decides to come out and tell his side of the story. And this was like last year though, when he came out and said his side of the story. I was glad he did it too, because I always gave him the benefit of the doubt. Um, he said that actually he was in some room and fans was in there and they wasn't even supposed to be in there. And but he didn't trip about it and he offered to help them. It was kind of fun foundation donations for some kind of foundation. He offered to help and then he set it down on a table and went back. I think he went back with rest of the crew, Jason and all of them. And then as soon as he looked, it was gone. And he tried to insist that maybe a fan took it. And I always question how people said that one of the workers tried to stop him for taking the banner. Wasn't there any cameras inside? Like, it's 2007. I'm pretty sure there should be cameras inside these places by now. And then if he really did steal, why didn't they just call the police? It's so many holes in that story. They try to accuse the dude, the black guy, of stealing. And that retro guy, you been watching reruns of Power Rangers? I ain't gonna lie. Last year I was doing that. I was rewatching Power Rangers, like Light Speed, Jungle. No, not Jungle Field, but not Wild Force, but what's after Space? Power Rangers in Space. What's after that? The one with the black Green Ranger, black guy who's Green Ranger, Damon. Lost Galaxy, yeah, Lost Galaxy. I watched that one, then I watched Overdrive, and that's it. I just haven't been watching Power Rangers like that. Yeah, Lost Galaxy. Like, the new Power Rangers of today are trash compared to the Disney era. Like, the Disney era has some of the best Power Rangers, hands down, and good representation. You had a lot of brothers as Rangers. Now the Nickelodeon era is just trash, man. It's only two good Nickelodeon era Power Rangers. Last time I called it Dino Charge, I was wrong. Um, Beast Morpher. Beast Morpher was pretty solid. They had the black guy on there as the Red Ranger, and currently, Dino Fury. They got another black guy as the Red Ranger, light skinned brother, and the Sixth Ranger gonna be another brother. So this is history. This is the first time in history that two black brothers are playing Power Rangers on the same team. You talk says you said that you saw in the comments a black Vetromite has a family. I think you might be talking about Titan. Yeah, the Blue Ranger, aka Billy, said he was the cast were racist and homophobic. I don't know if the his fellow crew members was like that, but I can definitely see like other people like the directors, people who work behind the set and stuff like that, telling them being homophobic to him and stuff like that. Cause some of the videos I be seeing the brother Zach who played the Black Ranger. I see him supporting him and stuff like that. Here's one last topic I want to talk about before I get off, but uh I don't know if any of you guys watch Black Lightning, but the series ended last week. He said Tommy White Ranger was a bully. I can actually see it. Tommy. You talking about Jason David Frank? I can actually see it. I mean, he seems, yeah, he cares about the fan base and stuff like that. He cares about the series, but I heard this guy's pretty. He has like an arrogant. He's pretty much arrogant in an asshole, in the asshole kind of way. And he got issues. Yep. And he had a beef with the guy who played Jason from the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, the Red Ranger. Him and him was beefing. He said the second half went downhill for you, retro guy. I thought it was all good. When I was a kid. I probably saw reruns of Mighty Morphin because I was just born in '94. And one thing I noticed about, yeah, he was beefing with everybody. I didn't know that. Everybody. That shit must have went to Jason David Frank head for real. It got to the point where he wanted to fight he wanted to fight Jason in real life. He told him to pull up, come get this work, catch these hands. But I know it's dang. I can see, man. Times were different back in the day. Yeah, one of those Power Ranger dudes from Wild Force, the Red Ranger, bro, he in jail. He went to jail for killing somebody with a sword. Another dude took that Power Ranger shit too far. And I noticed this about Samurai Rangers, but excuse me. Excuse me. But the black guy on Samurai Ranger, Kevin, they had him in scenes with the Asian girl. Yeah, they had him in scenes with the Asian girl. She would try to cook for him and everything. I wonder why they didn't try to pair him up. I know it's some black misandry in there. They had a perfectly good opportunity to pair him up with the Asian girl, right? She bad in real life. I seen the videos of her in real life, but she bad. She is bad, bro. They pair Mikey and Emily up at the end of the series. They paired them up, but they didn't pair Kevin and the Asian girl. And I noticed this in Power Rangers and Drunk. Like they'll pair these white guys up with the females in Power Rangers. They'll pair them up, but they won't do the black guys like that. They kind of hinted that Damon from Lost Galaxy, the black guy, the Green Ranger, the black guy who was the Green Ranger on Lost Galaxy, they kind of hinted that the girl, the Yellow Ranger on there, kind of had a thing for him, but they never went anywhere with it. Yeah, I think I remember Turbo, but I think I remember watching it, but I just don't have a lot of memories of Turbo. Oh yeah, TJ was the truth. Yeah, TJ, he was on in space, Power Rangers in space. Oh yeah, I was going to mention that too. Him and that other Asian girl. Him and the other Asian girl from Lost in Space. I thought I kind of had some vibes from them. Yo, they could have paired them up. And Turbo was fire. I think he was. I just don't remember. But see, you see how Hollywood be doing, brothers, y'all. They be doing us dirty. And it's something else. I noticed another black messenger, but they had it in Beast Morphers, Power Rangers Beast Morphers. Everybody had a relationship except for the brother. Yeah, Hispanic guy on there. He had a relationship with the Yellow Ranger. Then the Indian guy, the Blue Ranger, he had a relationship with his girlfriend Roxy. And the brother. The brother don't have a relationship with nobody. They ain't giving no relationship. Everybody on the team had a relationship except for the brother. Do any of y'all notice that? No, I haven't seen Daxter, that crime TV show, but I've seen video clips of that black guy. Surprise motherfucker. I left my ass on there. You said they did him dirty. I wouldn't be surprised. Ashley and Casey were cute though. I ain't gonna lie. They was cute. But y'all know me, I take the Asian girl all day. Another person they did dirty at the end on SWAT TV show SWAT. It finished last week. The season finale finished, but your boy Shamar Moore, he played a character named Hondo, but he was like the head of the team, but he got depromoted. just because he aired out them racist cops to the media. They made him an example by deep promoting him. And the reason why he got that job in the first place is because they wanted to save face. Worse than T-Dog on Walking Dead. Yo, what's up, Cortez? Man, I was trying to go back to my original point that I was about to make about Black Lightning. It ended last week, and I peeped so much black misandry in that show that it's not even funny. Like the character Painkiller, brother Jordan Colloway, he plays Painkiller on Black Lightning, but he was going to get his own spinoff, but they ended up canceling it. I heard they canceled it from Naomi. This is black female comic book character from DC Universe. They're gonna make a show about her instead of Painkiller. And I thought that was a slap in the face. I thought it was black misandry at best. Because here you got this badass black alpha male character, and you're just gonna bail out and just use a black female. And people said, well, we had a black male character in Black Lightning. Black Lightning, he's a lead black male character, but they did Black Lightning so damn dirty in the show. They did him so dirty. It was so much black misandry in that show. It wasn't even funny. And the way the show was, it seemed like it was less about Black Lightning and more about his daughters. Damn, and his daughters don't respect him. He gets no respect from daughters, man, because they act like they don't want to listen to him. They don't respect his black male authority. And then the wife always question him, want to argue him down. She don't want to respect his black male leadership. It's crazy, man. I keep getting pissed off how Jen, man, she just don't want to listen. But thankfully it's over. It's probably was the best thing they did. I was saying it, when they first announced it was getting canceled, basically, it was the last season. I was like, man, this is racist. Cause why y'all ain't canceling all these other shows? And these other shows ass. Legend of Tomorrow's ass. Supergirl's ass. Damn, the Flash is not necessarily that great. I mean, it's alright still, but it's still not that great compared to his first 3 seasons. You're right. They do hate heterosexual black men. I mean, it's on CW, so you have to expect something. They're gonna bring that in all their shows. But I pointed this out last time. Notice how there's there's no there's no misandry in that Superman show, Lois and Superman. Well, that kind of is with their friend who's a firefighter. He had they made him sleep on the couch and stuff like that. He got to work on his marriage with his wife, but they're not the main characters. Superman and Lois the main character. There's no misandry in there, and there's no homosexuality in the show so far either. Yeah, Legends of Tomorrow is shitty, and I felt some type of way about Legends of Tomorrow because they did Jack Jefferson so dirty in there, aka Firestorm, the Black Firestorm. They did that man so dirty. They did him right in the first season, but in the second season, it was like he was just there, just to be there, and he didn't even get no character development. He got a little character development, but Dr. Stein, he ain't got all the character development. And then Dr. Stein got killed off, and Jax lost his power, and then he went back home and continued his life. That was probably the best thing he did. They threw him off the show. Then they had Wally West in the third season. They didn't do nothing with Wally West. He's a down speedster, still useless, just like he was in the Flash. Then they monkified the dude, asexualized the dude. I can go at this all day. You said Luke Cage. Hold up, Phantom Club. It was probably better they canceled Luke Cage at the season 2. If they didn't, then would have just gone down the hill. How? I actually liked it. I actually liked the Luke Cage. I thought it was good. The first season was phenomenal. The second season was dope. Bushmaster and Mariah, Luke Cage. Man, I thought it was all dope. I was actually disappointed that Luke Cage didn't get a third season. Cause to me, Luke Cage was better than all the other on Netflix Marvel shows. Like Daredevil, Jessica Jones. To be honest, I like Jessica Jones better than Daredevil. I like that whole detective mystery solving type of element in these TV shows. I like it. Cause it kind of reminds me of Batman, him trying to solve crimes and stuff and take down the bad guy. I always like that kind of element. I think Luke Cage would have been the shit if he had a season 3. They already targeted this whole thing between blacks, native blacks and foreign blacks with season 2. They could have made season 3 and talk about expose the issues between either like Asians and blacks or Latinos and blacks. I disagree. I don't think they made him like Black Lightning. I think in terms of writing, Luke Cage was way better than Black Lightning. He did not get emasculated like Black Lightning. Black Lightning got emasculated. To be honest, I like Luke Cage better than Black Panther. Yo, the black brother who did the writing for Luke Cage, I would actually put my eggs in a basket with him than the brother who was doing the writing for Black Panther. Because he actually wrote Luke Cage strong. None of that feminism, black misandry stuff. Because you look at Black Panther, it was filled with black misandry. And here's ironic: King T'Challa / Black Panther was written way better when he was being written by a white man than a black man. He looked stronger. His presence was more dominant. He was more badass in Civil War than he was in Black Panther. Okay, maybe they could have let Cottonmouth live, but to me, that didn't take away from the story. It wasn't enough for me to say, man, this going down the hill. Cottonmouth wasn't nothing special anyways, and he was falling off. He couldn't really mess with Luke Cage. To me, I think Mariah did a better job than Cottonmouth. She was more cunning. Well, you said most TV shows go downhill after season 3. Maybe there's some truth to that, but at least they could have made another season. Jessica Jones and Daredevil got a third season. Why couldn't Luke Cage get a third season? What you mean they try to make it too black? What's wrong with that? I mean, I get they trying to now I get if you're trying to say like they trying to make it too Black Lives Matter and all that, but at the end of the day, these are black characters. They're gonna be writing for the perspective of black people. There's a lot of black men that was writing the show, so they're gonna write it through their perspective. And he's a hero in Harlem, so that you have to expect there's gonna be some issues when it comes to black. There's gonna be like black centric issues inside this TV show since it's based in Harlem. I mean, he's not fighting super villains or anything like that. He's fighting people in the hood. The best we got was like Bush Bushmaster. Yeah, Luke Cage did get that P. He got that P sleeve. Latina chick and a white girl, and he was gonna get it from that I think she Italian or Latina, but at the end of season 2, she talking about let's go. I didn't see it as pandering because it wasn't even that bad. It wasn't even pro blacky black. It wasn't even like that. Oh, she was Italian. Oh, he was gonna get that Italian P. I think they might have made him emasculated. I doubt that because it's on Netflix and then it's being written, produced by a black dude. So I doubt they'll just try to emasculate him. And there was a reason why they canceled Luke Cage because he was too strong. His presence was too strong. He ain't had none of that agenda, none of that SJW stuff. I mean, it's about him wanting to protect Harlem and basically protect the community. So you gotta expect that it's gonna be a little black. And there's nothing wrong with that. As long as it's not, too SJW with it. It really wasn't SJW with it. You really didn't have no SJW type stuff in Luke Cage. I can see people saying that about Black Lightning. Cause everywhere, especially the first 2 seasons, everywhere you look, somebody's quoting a black person. Dr. Martin Luther King, some Black Lives Matter type stuff, breaking down statues. I can see people talking. I can see people saying, "Oh, Black Lightning was just too bad. It had a bunch of politics in there." There wasn't even no politics in Luke Cage. Season 2 was. How was season 2 was? I don't get it. I didn't really see any politics in season 2. If you're talking about how Luke Cage was arguing with his girl, you talk about don't only see me as an N word. That was just one time, and that really wasn't. It really wasn't anything political. He had issues with his father. His whole thing, all that anger he was doing, he was trying to protect the city, and it seems like it's not working. So that was just character progressive. He got tired of the bullshit. I honestly did not see any SJW stuff in Luke Cage. I'm just being real. Maybe I'm missing something. I can see people saying that about Black Lightning. For Luke Cage, I can see people saying that about Jessica Jones. I mean, that I don't think that one specific part should just should determine how the second season was. That part when he was arguing with his girl. I don't think we should take that part and say, "Oh, this was just SJW." The whole thing was just SJW. That was just one part. Like one part should not affect the entire thing. And it really, if you look at it for what it really wasn't SJW. It was about his issues with his father, and it was about his issues with the city because he was trying to protect the city, and it seems like no matter what he does, it's not working, and that built up frustration, and he started lashing out and going just a little bit too far with people. I mean, Luke Cage, he was never on this Black Lives Matter, or we gonna protest these police violence and stuff. Um, it wasn't really no homosexuality inside Luke Cage. You didn't see that. There really wasn't no emasculation in Luke Cage. No black misandry. You really didn't see any of that in there. I mean, if you did, I made a look past it. I maybe didn't see it. Maybe I didn't look hard enough. I'm talking about like if you compare Luke Cage to Black Lightning or the Black Panther movie, Luke Cage is better in overall quality, especially when it comes to writing. They was homeboys. Shades and the other dude, they was homeboys. They were friends. I don't think they were prison lovers. I could be wrong, but there was nothing that hindered them being prison lovers. They was just longtime friends before they went to prison. He ended up Shades ended up smoking the dude because he was an informer. He was the one snitching, so he had to take him out. But okay, that's cool. You still disappointed? That's cool. I liked it personally, especially the end. I like how when Mariah went out, she gave everything, the whole place to Luke Cage. It was kind of like she said that she's not through with you yet, and just gave everything to him. And I figured that she did that to try to corrupt Luke Cage, just like how that place recut the corrupted Coppermouth and her. And in actuality, it actually corrupted her daughter. because her daughter was upset then because she didn't give that place away to her. And I thought if they made a season 3, it was going to be fire because she was going to go on the dark end. She was already on the edge around the second half of the season, and it was going to be Nightshade versus Luke Cage and somebody else. That's cool. If you didn't like it, you just didn't like it. That's cool. I didn't like I thought Iron Fist was basically the weakest. It was. I thought the Punisher was no better. It was no better than Iron Fist. It was boring to me, the Punisher. I watched the whole thing though. It was boring to me. Daredevil was okay. I like Jessica Jones second and then Luke Cage first. That's just my personal opinion. And what you got? Kilgrave, he's the best damn villain on those Netflix Marvel TV shows. But it's getting late, man. You said the punch was fired. I mean, it was okay for me. They got Blade coming. I'm like, they're not even gonna cast they're not even gonna cast Wesley Snipes. They got the dude play Cottonmouth as Blade, and I hope he does good. But it's just not the same. Wesley Snipes has so much of a mark on there. No spoilers. What I spoil? Are you talking about Luke Cage? If you're referring to Luke Cage, my bad. I don't. If it's not there, I don't know what I spoiled. Oh yeah, man, that is trash. They got females on a female lead writer. Come on, bro. No, it's gonna be matriarchal as hell. It's gonna be black misandry because these females. Why are they letting a female write a black male character? Let a black male write a black male character so you can get that black male perspective. Yeah, it's over for real, man. It's over. That's why I like to look at these movies. I like to see who's writing this shit, who's producing this shit. Those are one of the three main things that concern me for the most part. Or two, well, three, yeah, because the actor obviously will be included in that as well. But they need to start. I heard that on season 3, no, season 3 of Young Justice. No, season 4 because season 3 already came out. Season 4, they might introduce Naomi on there. They need to introduce another black dude and then give Status Shot some love. They got a black female writing on the New Guys TV show too. There might be a New Guys TV show. They got black feminist. She's a black feminist. and she's the writer for that show. Yeah, that was a black feminist that tried to get mad that they wasn't really trying to hear what she said when she got invited to be one of the writers for that Superman Lois show. She tried to put some SJW shit in there, and they weren't gonna let her do that shit. She got mad and felt some type of way about it. Oh my bad. Oh my bad. I'm sorry for spoiling Luke Cage for you. I thought about time. I assumed that everybody should have seen those shows at least by now. They came out years ago. That's the reason why we haven't had a Static Shot show. It's because it has something to do with rights. The milestone comments and the late Dwayne McDuffie. Since he passed away, that means all the things he created, all his rights goes to her. So if we want a Static Shot TV show or series, we got to get the okay sign for her, and we got to talk to these other guys in the milestone comments as well. I think mainly her. If we get the okay sign for her, it'll be okay to use Static. Yeah, copyright laws. Yeah, technically he is, but he's not. He's a milestone comment. Static Shot is a milestone comment, but in some of these projects, he actually went to the DC universe, and especially in the TV show, the animated TV show. He met John Stewart, Green Lantern, and the rest of the Justice League. He met Superman before, Batman. Yeah, there's a lot of legal rights issues when it comes to Static. That includes the other characters too. Icon, Rocket, um, Hardware. They owned by the milestone company. So people need to get permission and stuff and set up the right deals to be able to use those characters. Personally, man, I would like to see a movie about Icon. Even you can even put Rocky in the movie because I think she's the daughter of Icon. She's black female character with kinetic energy type powers. I've seen her on Young Justice before. The first season, yeah. And John Stewart, Green Lantern John Stewart. If they're gonna make a Green Lantern movie, they need to make it about John Stewart, bro. Not the white dude, Hal Jordan. They made a movie about him and it flopped. Okay, I'm about to end this on the screen in just a few more minutes. The whole thing with Black Superman is a lot of guys are tripping about Black Superman. A lot of you guys, especially a lot of you brothers who might be critical of this, a lot of you guys don't get it. They're using this as a test to see is people actually going to support this. And some people say, well, why don't we use characters that's already made? And I agree with that, but at the same time, it's easier said than done. It's people going to support that. Because a lot of people talking about, well, we need to support, we need to use characters that's already here. A lot of these people probably haven't even picked up a comic book, let alone a comic book of Icon, Static, Hardwire, Rocket, Black Lightning. A lot of these guys are just, a lot of people just talking out of their ass. And those characters, they're not that established. So people might not go and support that. And you can't just make money off one demographic. You got to make money out of other people as well. You got to sell. It has to sell to everybody. It can't just sell to black people. So if this movie actually does good, then it opens the door to Hollywood promoting other black characters. Black characters are actually already made, like Icon, Jon Stewart. This is just a test, I think. You got a lot of guys complaining about this, especially a lot of these dude bros complaining about Superman. Oh, she's Rocket is Icon's sidekick, not his daughter. Okay, okay, I stand corrected. But I see a lot of these dude bros complaining, and they just don't want to see a black man as a superhero. They wouldn't mind seeing a brother as a superhero as long as he's in a submissive role, like he's a sidekick. I know as soon as old boy Anthony Mackie's Falcon became Captain America, now everybody want to start complaining. That's why I'm actually not against this whole thing against Black Superman, because I see the bigger picture. The bigger picture is that these racist motherfuckers don't want to see that shit. I'll go support just to give them a middle finger. And it's a bit of hypocrisy because we got a Latino Wonder Girl and a Latino Supergirl coming, and no one's complaining about that. Oh, the race swapping. No one complains about race swapping except for when it comes to blacks, native blacks. So people can miss me with all that. So this is it. I'm about to head out. I said it wasn't gonna be long, but it turned out being long. So I'll be out. Peace.